Hello. So let's talk a little bit about ZTNA, or Zero Trust Network Access. Now you may think you know what ZTNA is, and you probably do to some extent, right? ZTNA started quite a few years ago, and it really revolved around the principles of least privilege access. The idea was that we originally had VPN, which brought our users entirely onto the network, giving them full access to a bunch of resources that they probably don't need to touch, and really creating additional exposure. If that user's login or VPN access is compromised by a bad actor, they can connect to the network and access everything on it and do things that they shouldn't be able to do. So ZTNA came up with the idea of really limiting these users to access only resources that they need for their work. Now, while ZTNA has changed a bit over the years, if we think about the concept of ZTNA and really the nature of what we're trying to address with zero trust, we can look at the principles a little bit closer and take that into what is a more modern approach. So beyond just limiting users to the resources they need to access when they're connecting via a mobile client, we also want to do some other things as well. So if we look at our locations, we also want to limit that traffic so that any user, no matter if they're at a Starbucks, at home, in the office, wherever they are in the world, they should really only be able to see and reach resources that they require for their day-to-day business. Now, beyond that is the concept of inspection. If we're really zero trust, as far as not trusting anything, we're not trusting users, we're not trusting devices, we're not trusting networks, we're not trusting traffic at all, we should be performing active inspection of all traffic all the time. And this means that we should be performing TLS inspection and also have multiple security engines addressing this traffic to ensure that nothing bad comes into the environment. Now, on the other side, we should also be looking at things like DLP and user access and upload policies as well to ensure that files that are meant to stay within the organization that are sensitive information or proprietary or something like that aren't exfiltrated in a way that doesn't belong. As well as controlling full data sovereignty around users. They might be able to access and download files and upload files from the corporate sanctioned file sharing service, but maybe they shouldn't be able to upload other places. We want to control our data and make sure that the right files and the right information is where we expect it and nowhere else. And so benefits of ZTNA is really across the board, right? Overall stronger security posture. And when you adopt the modern SASE approach to ZTNA, you're able to deliver this with no compromises. That means that we're not bypassing traffic from inspection based on performance. We're not split tunneling traffic because it doesn't perform well through our VPN service. We're truly performing full inspection of all traffic all the time, globally for sites, users, data centers, cloud data centers, whatever it may be. Zero trust overall. Now, Cato really sticks to these principles when we've developed our service. And we're built around simplicity, flexibility, and agility, which is really key, I think, in making these types of security principles work in the real world. Now, what that means to you is that if you're utilizing Cato's SASE or SSE services, you don't have to make compromises. We have more than 75 plus points of presence globally that allow you to bring security as close to the user as possible. More so, we're connected between all of our locations via a global private backbone composed of multiple tier 1 providers. This means that you no longer have to sacrifice performance for security by backhauling to your data center or connecting through a cloud service that just uses the public internet. Beyond that, we can even improve performance overall through our WAN optimization capabilities as well as the backbone. And this really results in a more robust, easier way to approach security and connectivity for users. They can pass VoIP traffic, and even when they're at home, they're still not subject to the unpredictability of the public internet as their middle mile. Once they connect to Cato POP, they dynamically write our backbone or whatever policies you configured with full security inspection and least access principles for all of the things that they access and connect to. So Cato provides full mesh connectivity for users, locations, data centers, cloud data centers, but that doesn't mean that everyone can access everything. Really, it's defined by your policy, and our WAN firewall is built into the service, giving you the flexibility to provide that zero trust access with full inspection and seamless TLS inspection capabilities across all of your users and locations with high performance and no compromises. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it was useful to you, and we'll see you next time.